If we look in the Elastic Path Commerce Cloud Commerce Manager, look down here at the left nav, you'll see we have a new section called Composer, which includes Integrations Hub and Builder. Builder is where we can build integrations and have them baked into Elastic Path Commerce Cloud. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Add an Integration. And I'm going to choose, you can start from scratch and just build it step by step on your own. If you are copying from some other instance, you can copy the code and paste it in manually. You can store the YAML file out of a previous one and load it from file, or you can load from templates that we've created. Right now we have a catalog template, so we'll choose that one, catalog publish template, and we'll give this a new name. We'll go ahead and hit submit. So this is going to pull in some basic components. It creates the input, which is a webhook that listens for data to come across. The way we've built ours is we check to make sure that the catalog is completed publishing, so that the integration, one of the previous steps, we don't have any data here to look at, but basically within the payload of the event that comes across, there is a status and it's called published. Otherwise we ignore it because there is multiple catalog events that come across during that process. It then reads the data from that event payload that includes the release and the catalog information. Then it goes and gets the release details and then starts reading the content, streaming the content out of that catalog that we can then process. And so one of the outputs, or one of the inputs rather, to this JSON streamer component is where we want that data to be sent. So what's the output? So we want that payload to go to this other webhook, for example, and then that webhook would then process. We can pass in API keys, etc., all kinds of the data. We're not going to go through that step, but say we wanted to add another step after that streamer component. Let's just say we want to choose the Algolia component, and then we want to do a multi-batch update. Algolia has a function in their API that we've turned into a component here that gives us access to, say, take a block of data and then send all that data to Algolia. And in each record, it says you're going to update a record, add a record, delete a record. So we go ahead and hit that. We would then put in the information here, or we could set up a configuration variable for the Algolia application ID and key. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to add a configuration variable. Accept on that. And then we want to create a configuration variable called API key. We'll accept, and we'll close that. And now we can say, all right, I want the configuration variable, the app ID to go there, and then the configuration variable, the API key, that goes there. And then this, we want to take a reference of a previous step. And so we can pick from any of the previous steps. We can say we want the JSON streamer results to be the input that goes to Algolia, and then we would hit save. So once that's saved, we'll go back to the list of integrations. Now we have this Algolia from template that we created. If we click over on Integrations Hub, it'll bring us the library of the integrations. So we've got the Algolia, this is the real one that we've built, but you can see that the one that I just created from template's not here. But if I go back to Builder, go into details and say I want this to be in one search category, and I want to publish it, save. Basically, that's bundling it all up into an executable that can be run as soon as the trigger gets fired. And now I want to put it in that Integrations Hub marketplace. I'm going to add to marketplace. It's putting in the marketplace the version I just published. And so now if I go back over here to Integrations Hub, Algolia from templates right here. This is the one we created. And so we would walk through the same configuration steps we would if we were deploying one of our integrations that were pre-built. Only this one's custom built. It asks for the credentials for this EPCC instance, asks for the 2 credentials required to make the connection to Algolia. And if you finished it, it would then deploy everything for you. And that's the new builder. That's going to be part of the feature we call Composer that includes Integrations Hub